Hey guys, my name is Keyse, and you're watching the Keyse Review. Alright guys, automotive maker Kia has announced that they are dropping the Optima car line. Looks like that line will be replaced by the new K5. K5 will be starting around $24,000 to be very competitive around other sedan vehicles around that price point. So look for the K5 to come out later on this year. And over on the GM side, looks like we are having the Camaro being rumored that the car line will be dropped or at least temporarily suspended. From what we are hearing, that the Alpha platform that they had announced has been discontinued has now been discontinued. Look like that the car maker is using a new platform, but they are not assigning it to the Camaro. They are saying that even the chief engineer has been reassigned to the electric car team, and we don't know what's going to be happening with the next Camaro. Now, that's not to say that the Camaro is going to be dropped, but we do know that some of the team are being reassigned to be working on the current Gen 6 platform, which is going to have other features, more engine types, and so forth. So we don't know if this is going to be necessarily true, if Chevy's going to really stop making this car, but hopefully they're not. I'm a big, huge Camaro fan, and I'll be sad to see the Camaro go away again for the second time in history. So hopefully GM will find a way to keep on making the Camaro, make a new platform for it, and make it an awesome car. Moving on to a little bit of compute news, we are hearing that Apple will not be using any third-party GPUs for their next platforms. So as we know, Apple is moving all to custom silicon for their next generation of computers. From what we are hearing, that AMD and Intel will not be including the plans to use the graphics card. For what we know, Twitter user Longhorn has spotted a slide from Apple, and there is a video that I have to watch for later on, but they're saying they are going to omit the Intel and AMD GPUs for better performance with their Metal API onto their operating systems. So we really don't know what's going to be happening with this, and we'll definitely be keeping track of the news as it speaks. And moving on to some Intel news, look like Intel has dropped some information and some specific cases for their new Thunderbolt 4 architecture. Thunderbolt 4 will be using the USB-C connection in order to connect all their products. They also announced that the USB 4 will be included with their spec, as well as the DisplayPort and PCIe. Also, other things that Intel's requiring, they're going to be requiring that all manufacturers going to support 40 gigabits per second, and also that the cable can be able to drive two 4K connectors on one cable. Charging requirements will start off at 15 watts, can go up to 100, so they'll be able to charge everything from a smartphone all the way to a laptop. You're also going to have a loud dock to wake from PC, so if you have peripherals like a keyboard that's connected to your dock and connected to the PC, it should be able to wake it. You also have a lot of other things in store for Thunderbolt 4. We'll probably announce that in the live stream, so be looking out for that to come out later on in the week. So moving on to a little bit of mobile news, Microsoft is continuing with the headlines this week. So what we know that the Surface Duo will be continuing development on that platform. First off, I'm hearing that there's already a version 2 in the works. Second off, we're hearing that they are buying parts of Movial, which is a software services and design company that they've been working with. They didn't buy the whole company, but they bought parts of them. So they have bought their Romania, Taiwan, and US offices. So 60 employees will be becoming full-time Microsoft employees from that. And then they're going to be continuing the development of the Surface Duo platform. So it looks like we'll be getting custom Microsoft Android software onto this phone, and it's always going to be a custom experience with the Surface Duo. Considering its dual split screen nature, I would very like to see how this phone's going to operate. This is a phone I'm highly tracking, and definitely we're going to be coming out with some more news as soon as we hear it. And it looks like we're having a little bit of OnePlus news. Looks like the Nord 5G will be unveiled on July 21st at 7 o'clock a.m. Pacific time. Looks like the phone is going to have a cheap price. We're hearing about $500. But they're saying that they're not going to skimp out on features, and that's going to have like a lot of high-end specs included in the phone. For starters, they're going to have a camera that is said to have a quad camera onto the back. They also said that it's going to have Qualcomm Snapdragon 765G that has built-in 5G. Also hearing 6 gigabytes of RAM and a 4300 milliamp battery life. So we're going to be looking out for that news coming out pretty soon, and we're definitely going to be looking at the event. So stay tuned for that. And it looks like the unveil news doesn't stop there. Samsung has announced their Unpacked Galaxy event. That event will be happening August 5th at 8 a.m. Pacific time. Looks like products that we can expect to see there, starting with the Samsung Galaxy Note 20, which should be definitely the star of the show. We're also getting the Samsung Galaxy Fold and possibly the Samsung Galaxy Z. So we'll definitely be paying attention to that event as it comes. And now for some gaming news, we're hearing some rumors that Sony is expanding backwards compatibility for the PlayStation 5. And we're not just talking about the PlayStation 4. From what the rumors are saying, the PlayStation 1, the PlayStation 2, and PlayStation 3 titles should be available to play on the PlayStation 5. So that will come out to be huge news if this was to be able to be true. So as far as we know, that the PlayStation 4 was not backwards compatible with any particular system, but it looks like the PlayStation 5 is going to change that. So we already know that the PlayStation 5 is going to be backwards compatible with the PlayStation 4 games because of their architecture. But from what we don't know yet, and according to Mark Cerny's slider, there's a little bit of extra space on the bottom of what he said was backwards compatible. Is the games that's going to be the PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2, and PlayStation 3 titles. So we're definitely going to be following that news. Also, we're hearing that Sony's event in August is going to be huge for their State of Play. The State of Play is going to be an event where they're going to show off their first party and third party titles. We're hearing that Sony had purposely delayed showing some of these titles at their last event. We are also hearing that Sony's buying up some studios. We're hearing that they're spending $1.6 billion in order to acquire some first party studios. So we're definitely going to be keeping track on all that news as it comes in. And talking about some acquisitions, looks like AT&T is looking to sell themselves. So from what we're hearing, they're looking to sell their assets for their Warner Brothers gaming studios. So we're hearing that they will be licensing out games like Batman in order to make up some money to clear up some debt. So it looks like the suitors that's in place to buy is going to be Microsoft, EA Sports, Ubisoft, and Take-Two. So far, we do not hear Sony on the list. This story is still developing, so look for that as we go on. And for the last little bit of news bite for the day, we're hearing Microsoft has officially scheduled their event for the Xbox. So from what we are hearing, the Xbox Game Showcase will happen on July 23rd at 9 a.m. Pacific time. But what we are hearing that we will not see the Xbox Lockhart, aka the Xbox Series S, at the event. I'm not sure if this is true, and to me it'll be kind of sad if they didn't have this at the event. But for what we do know is that they're going to be showing some of the first party studio games as well as a lot of third party games, starting off with Microsoft Halo Infinite. So we're definitely going to be seeing that, and we're definitely going to be live streaming that event, so be looking out. Might even bring some friends with me. And that is news bites for the day. Again, my name is Keyse. This is the Keyse Review. If you like this video, go ahead and hit the like button. Go ahead and at the bottom, hit the subscribe button, and then hit the bell notifications to know whenever my next videos comes out. So see you guys later. Enjoy. 1.